Hello, everybody.
You're mature.
What was that I was saying about this fine crop of exceptional role players that we have lined up here for you today? And here they are in the flesh with their decks of cards freshly shuffled, ready to go for our finale. I'm going to go ahead and have them introduce themselves one last time here before we get to some of our sponsor copy, and then right on into this finale. And we're going to begin this time. Oh, I just saw both of the cats. That just made me so excited. Hello, cats. We're going to begin up at the top left here with Bright. Hey, dude, how are you?
Oh my
Who are you playing today?
I am Bright, and I'm doing well. How are you, Anna? I'll be playing Stump today. For the last time, maybe. We'll see. I'm excited and sad. Let's do this.
Yes. Let us take the garbage fire motorcycle to glory.
Yeah, apparently.
Next up, we've got Mitch.
It's me. Hi, I'm Mitchell, or Penny for Tail on all the social medias. I'm just excited to come back and see how it plays like without a parse or any tattoos and stuff, and see if this will be a tragedy or something else. So yeah.
Guess that takes it to me. I'm M. I am playing Penny, who is an emotional train wreck right now. She used to be so close to her brother, but things are starting to change things between them, and due to the parceling, it's really upsetting her. She's kind of losing track of who she is. Was there a special question I was supposed to be answering and I totally missed?
There was not, no, because I forgot to ask one. I
Did you
usually
start
do though,
me?
so yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I get the question is really more just like how we doing going into the end of this. It's gotten very emotionally intense, just to check in kind of thing.
How I'm doing. I should have prepped tissues to be right here, because I fully expect this to be an emotional ending. That's how I'm feeling. But I'm excited. I think a lot of good stories have emotional endings, and that just means that we bonded with the story. And so I'm really excited to see where it takes us.
Totally.
And I'm Cadence. I'm buried in cats. I play Raven, who also probably is buried in cats. I don't know. Are they parceling cats? We don't know. They won't tell me. Otherwise, I'm doing good, I think. Had a hard time trying to remember it was Thursday this morning, so that's a whole nother thing. But,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I feel you on that. I spent most of today thinking that tomorrow was May 7th. It's not. It's not even May tomorrow yet. So check your calendars. You're just like, ugh, ugh. One thing that I did not forget, definitely, though, is to say thank you to all of the sponsors that have made our shows here possible this entire season. So this season we say thanks to Christopher Gray, the creator of Great American Witch. They have their finale coming up on Monday evening next week. Broken Dice, Black Void Games, who makes Black Void, just had a really, really super gut-wrenching but ultimately satisfying and cathartic finale of that last night. Mighty Narwhal, who makes Mora, which you may have just seen before this. Spongy Games, they make Parselings, what we are about to play right now. And Game Machinery and Evil Hat Productions. They make a lot of different things that you'll see being played on this channel, and you can catch all of those systems either live or on YouTube with all of our past episodes. Let's see. Oh yeah, coffee. Grinding Coffee, we are affiliated with this season as well, and you can use the code Penny for a Tail to get money off of your first order with their coffee. I'm pretty sure that all of the Black Void crew yesterday was powered by Grinding Coffee at some point during the day, because it's very delicious and because caffeine is very, very Very important when you live on the internet. 'Tis good stuff. And then, last but not least, we are also affiliated with Dice Dungeons, who make dice and a bunch of other cool, like tabletop-y gear and accessories and stuff that is fun to go clickety-clack around the table with. So I think, with all of that being said, we're going to go ahead and do just a quick recap of everything that's been going on in the game up to this point, because it's been a minute and we did have 2 weeks between our last episode and the finale. So just to get all of y'all caught up, this group of 4 friends who bonded together in high school over their shared love of telling stories, playing Dungeons and Dragons, being able to change the world together, if only in fiction, were reunited at Packer and Penny, the twin musicians' first concert when they were supposed to be getting their big break that night. That is also the night that the 4 friends ended up experiencing their first encounter with an incoherent parseling, somebody whose word that was living inside of them had begun to take over their self and begin to dictate everything that that person did. They then got very swept up into this entire web of, I guess at this point, appropriate to call conspiracy about people that have wanted to use the parselings and the creatures within them for their own nefarious ends. They have made a few different deals with the devil, so to speak. They ended up traveling to an island off the coast of the city as well, in order to visit some people that were trying to stage an occupation to show that the parselings aren't going anywhere and that they are going to demand respect and take it by force if necessary. And then the last time that they all met up together was with their friend, New. Hold on just one second. And that is where we find them now. They are all together with their friend New right this night before the beginning that the folks are supposed to be coming from the island to stage their occupation of the city. And that is where I will leave you for just a moment. What do you all talk about?
Occupied Wall Street. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm. I think Penny is probably standing in the garage staring at this broken whole wall thing that Stump has just charged out of.
Oh yeah.
Neck? I don't really know what else to call this. Tank? And she's staring at all the damage, just kind of in shock.
We're geniuses.
What are you gonna do with this thing?
Everything. And nothing. So many things.
It's impressive on one hand. On the other,
seems like
my house.
We could fix that. It's just a house. But this.
Oh. Okay.
We made a tank. You think we can't fix a little garage? This is... Live in the moment for a second here, Penny. This is amazing. We made... This has got to be historic. This has got to be a first or something.
Penny looks at like the neighbors that are coming out of their houses. It's fine. Just go back inside. Sorry. Everything is okay
here.
Yeah, I don't think insurance is going to cover this. Crap.
Parker,
so
maybe
why
you
did
could
we
go
make...
talk to them.
Whatever, we can...
Yeah, I could do my thing. You know, I'll do it a little bit later. Let them assess the information. Let it settle in.
Yeah, go deal with the normies. those of us who didn't shit the bed can fix the garage. Who wants to help me fix this? I need one of you.
Sure.
Can try,
Unless,
yeah.
what are you thinking?
I mean, where's new? All the pieces are still here. We just got to put it back, right?
I guess that's true. New could probably lead this, but I think she's calling her dad right now. I don't know if she's available.
Oh. Can you live without a garage for 10 minutes?
Oh,
Yeah, as long as Packer can calm down the neighbors, everything's fine.
Whatever. If we can't calm down the neighbors, just, load up another cannon. Pew pew. Shut up.
Oh my god, it's not. Oh.
He's joking.
These are all my lawns now.
I'm a part of the HOA. All right, we got codes and stuff we gotta follow.
All right, fine. Man. I'm kidding. I'm just a little giddy from
the thingy.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
this is the best my bike has looked in forever.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Yeah.
Sure your bike's engine can pull something like this for any distance?
I don't even know if my bike's engine is still in that thing. I'm kind of afraid to look inside. And he Stump walks up and puts his hands on the chassis, on the new red finish chassis, and just lets the heat of the metal sink into his skin for a little bit, and just kind of marvels at the thing for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. Okay, you and Raven talk about fixing the garage. I'm gonna go help Packer with everyone.
Sure.
Okay.
Right. Raven, do you want to grab new? And we can fix...
Sure. Yeah.
We can fix that.
No, we need you.
I thought I wasn't supposed to be parsing anymore, and you want me to fix this hole that you blew in the roof?
We're gonna help you. You're not supposed to be doing it on your own anymore. We can handle this together. All of the pieces are here. You're not creating miles worth of cat food this time, right?
I mean, I didn't mean to create miles worth of cat food last time, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
it just kind of
that's kind of my point.
At least it was kibble. I mean, if it was wet food, that would have been disgusting. Yeah, think about that. Ugh. After a couple days, oh.
Okay.
Stump locates a broom and starts collecting the pieces.
Okay. All right. So describe to me how we want to fix this hole. What words are y'all contributing?
I mean, if y'all had ramen, right? I've seen those music, those YouTube videos where they put ramen in the hole and then they scrape it down and stuff.
That is
Packer, I think you're supposed to be helping me over here.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going over to the people. I just had to chime in. I was listening to that very same YouTube video when Stump and Raven were talking, and it was just so loud I didn't really hear anything. So it's prominent on my mind.
There's a hole in the garage. The whole neighborhood can hear us at this point, I guess. But we'll fix it. Don't worry. I want to build off of new, and I'm going to contribute layered so that it's strong, and I want to contribute sprayed so that we can get the paint job on the side of the house just right.
Okay.
I
So
can contribute
that's
rooted, so it roots all together. It commingles back together.
That sounds good.
And-
That sounds good.
Cat, would you stop walking on my dice?
So each of you has 2 words that you're adding to this?
Yeah, and I can add creator. Because we're
Okay.
creating
So
the fix.
you're drawing two cards per word that you're contributing, and we are going for a major parse. You'd maybe need heavy machinery or a couple days work to complete an effect like this. I think it takes a couple days to actually like fully completely repair a hole blasted into a building by a flame throwing cannon. So I will contribute news 2. We're looking for a total of 14 successes. And new rolled a
What's
1.
What suit are we looking for?
This is going to be hearts that we're looking for. Attempt to alter the aspect in something external.
Oh. I got my Queen of Hearts.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Well, so much for your house.
I'm pretty sure that one...
Oh
No, I don't
my.
remember what that one's from.
Oh my. All right. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
This was your card that was wavering fealty and faith. This was that thing that you that had happened between you and New when you made the plants grow out of the community garden beds, and you had this more like strong, intense desire to protect her and like urge to make sure that she was okay. So when this is drawn, your conscience tugs at you, forcing you to act in your benefactor's interest. I'm gonna essentially treat this as a hold that she has on you for whenever you have the conversation about whether she's allowed to go downtown. So this will come into play when that conversation happens, but yeah.
Sick.
Cool.
The way that you can get this out of here, or get this out of your deck, is your character must find the strength to admit enough is enough and abandon their loyalties. So that is an option. I'll let you think about that while we do this, though.
Abandon what loyalties? Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
you got the Queen
anything
of
under
Hearts.
our... Am I right to say that anything under the number in our check aptitude, like we want hearts, so I want to get anything under 5 in enchantment, counts as the number on the card, right? Okay.
Yep,
'Cause
5
I
or
pulled
under
I have
counts as the number on it.
Okay, cool. I have a 5 enchantment, and I pulled a 5 and a 2 of hearts. So that's 7.
Okay. So we're at 8. Now we would need 6 more to get to 14. So
Oopsie poopsie.
couple things that could happen. We could have this fail. That's always an option. Or I could have you all basically like push yourself, and you would acquire a condition in order to be able to make this happen. That is going to stay in your deck though until the end of the episode. So it's up to you.
And a condition for Packer's garage.
Okay.
You know, I was
I
fully...
love Packer dearly, but I'm
I'm not getting a condition for Packer's garage.
I was fully prepared to push myself until you said that. And
Hey, it's also Penny's garage, all right? 50-50.
It's true. There's that moment where he's like,
Penny's half of the
where he
garage
wants
is
to.
fine. This is your half.
Whoa.
It's our security
Packer-
deposit.
Yeah, Packer only has a scooter. He doesn't need much garage space, so it's probably Penny.
Well, there you go. You don't even need it.
Penny needs it.
Stump will push himself to fix the garage.
Okay. So here's my question. In order for you to do that, in order for you to push yourself to make this happen and leave neither Raven nor New with any conditions of their own, you would need to take 2.
Okay.
Do you want to take that on?
I will agree under duress to take that on.
Okay. All right. So this is how we're going to do it. Ooh.
Which 2 conditions?
Okay. I do like this one. The one that you will take, Jack of Hearts, is the startled condition. So when you draw this, I'm going to have this be a little bit different from normal conditions because I think it applies well. So instead of sending it to your removed, it will get shuffled back in again. Just the fact that I think what is startling, or what could be startling to Stump about this entire situation, is the fact that this is really happening. You have real power now. You can destroy things if you want to. That's shaking you up more, I think, than perhaps you were expecting. It's going to take you some time to process that, so you will leave that as a reshuffle, or you leave that when you reshuffle, it will still go back in your deck. And then New kind of looks up where the hole used to be and is like, you missed a spot. See? Paint is all like, and
what's my second one?
It's
My
just
second
going to be
condition.
the Jack of Hearts. It's just going to be that way twice. So normally when you draw a Jack, it goes out of your deck. This time, if you draw it, it'll stay in your deck. So you're essentially drawing it twice.
Okay.
Since the conditions are supposed to map to the suit that you're trying to test against, and this is the one that makes the most sense. So.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we did miss a spot, didn't we? I'll grab I'll take care of it. And Stump will grab a ladder and one of his spray paint cans and like polish off the spot that we messed up manually.
So when Packer and Penny are done having their talk, are we gonna, do our whole big group thing?
Yep.
Or did you just, think I was gonna forget about that?
No, I didn't think you were gonna forget. Yeah. When they come back inside.
I keep you around to remember things for us.
I'm okay with this.
We'll wait for them inside. Now that the garage is fixed, when they come back in, we'll have the talk right then and there.
All right, so we'll just zoom in and see what have Packer and Penny been up to and discussing while these three have gone out to fix the hole in the garage.
And the hole in their hearts.
I think as they're walking up, she kind of grips on his coat for a second, whispers behind him, just turn this to a publicity stunt. Get a bigger draw. We'll fix this. And, you can do it. Got your back.
Yeah. He goes up to the neighbors and said, "Look, I'm sure you're wondering why there's such destruction upon our household. And let me show you the meaning behind it all. It is, in fact, and he kind of like on his phone slides across a couple of nonprofits and finally finds one that's all about like rebuilding houses and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, we're just donating materials to houses for people, and thus are tearing down aspects of our household in order to reuse said materials to create these homes for people desperately in need. Also, part of our proceeds for the concert that we're doing is actually going to this nonprofit. So yeah, just hang with me, and feel free to destroy your own properties if you're wanting to fundraise or donate in that way.
Hey, Packer.
What
Can you
up?
go ahead and make me a cunning acting or a cunning manipulation check, please?
Yeah.
I've got wallflower for you.
Whoa.
No, not wallflower. Wingman. Wingman
What is that?
allows you to... Oh, sorry. Yeah, Wingman allows you to select a friend or companion when they are engaging in a conduct check. You may reveal two cards from either their deck or yours, so like mine. Treat any hearts revealed as if they've been revealed by your friend.
God.
Okay.
Acting.
So you're drawing a total of 4 cards, Packer, and then Penny, you're drawing 2 either from Packer's or your own, and we're looking for hearts 4 and under.
I'll draw for my own because I also have forward thinking, so I get to see what card is at the top of my deck.
Yes, I remember you took this. Ha 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 ha.
Oh. Alrighty. Does my fame give me anything?
No.
It does.
No, these people are not really in a context where they know who you are.
Does my striking looks give me anything?
The actual talent, does it say that it helps you with deceit checks or like deceit?
It says there's a look in your eye, that smile, those curves.
Yeah, this is when you're making a dodge. Yeah, dodge.
Oh
check
yeah. I'm too sexy.
So yeah,
That's
this isn't really applicable because you're not trying to evade a question. You're actively trying to mislead them. So I'm gonna say your striking looks do not help you.
Yeah. 3 successes for me.
I gave you 4, and I can give you more because I drew a diamond.
I think
so. They're not happy about it. Your neighbors, they're just like, well, fine, just I don't know, make sure you try and keep it down. I got kids sleeping, and it's a school night, you know. And then just sort of like angrily goes back inside, but you know they're not happy about it. But you managed to avoid further conflict.
You got it, Mr. Bubbleschmiss, and I will see you at the next HOA meeting. Looking forward to it.
I give like bright, friendly smile, and as soon as they're gone, like the door shuts behind them, it like falls off her face, and she turns around and walks away from Packer.
Why are you giving me the cold shoulder, Penny?
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I'm serious.
Maybe because you told me to like show up for your surgery, and then you went and snuck around behind my back, and you said that this wasn't going to change anything, and it's changed everything. So, maybe that's why.
I don't know. I feel like you should respect the boundaries that I set, and one of them is for me to take care of my health in the way that I feel is most appropriate. Like, you want to be involved, and I understand. I want you to be involved as much as possible, but in this instance, I had to. You would have came if I would have woken you up, and I wouldn't have been able to do it if you were there. So
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. I think you kind of just you chose the easy path.
I did. It
I
was
would
a
have
hell
been
of a
there
lot
for you.
easier.
I would have been there
I
for you.
know.
I would
You
have
always
helped you. I wouldn't
are.
have argued with you. We do things like this together, and it affects both of us. It does. I know you don't think that it does, but
No,
it really
I
does.
know it affects us. It's just when I look at you and I know this, and I know the things that are happening to us. It feels like I'm gonna lose my sister eventually, because you're gonna go off
Oh,
and
so
do
you
all
thought
these
you would
amazing.
run first. That makes sense. That makes sense. You thought
Not
you were
what
gonna
I
lose me, so
mean.
you
It
just literally ran away.
It just means I wouldn't have been able to do what was needed, which was remove this parasite from my body. All right,
I
I'm
wouldn't
here
have
with you
fought
all the
you
way.
on that.
You don't need to.
It all comes down to the fact that you didn't trust me.
I didn't trust myself.
Okay? That's just a cop-out. I'm sorry. If I knew that that's what you needed, then I would have helped get you there. Said you're pulling our friends in behind my back. Tell me to show up at a certain time when you know you're going to be there at a different. This is like a big, elaborate setup just because you might not trust yourself. And I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, Packer. I'm not buying it. And if you want space, if that's what you need, I'm going to give it to you.
Humanity is filled with cop-outs and withdrawals and retreats.
Don't get fancy with me and humanity. This is me and you. And you've made your choice. Now I'm making mine. She's gonna turn around and start stalking away again.
All right. He'll walk slowly behind her.
If everyone else went inside already, she'll go join them. Or if they're waiting at the end of the street, she'll go stand there and like look tense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Packer's gonna go in and put his headphones back on and get back to work.
Everybody's back inside, but sitting around your sort of, couch area near a coffee table, you spy New is sitting there with her, feet propped up on the table, arms crossed, and Stump and Raven sitting next to her. And she's just like, we need to talk. Take off the headphones.
Yeah, he'll take off the headphones.
I hereby call this meeting of a new paragraph that does not yet have a name because some people couldn't make up their minds to order. Now, as you all know, we have been acting together for a long time as an association of free individuals who have come together, united by a common cause. And now I am going to say that I think we should unite behind the common cause of supporting the people when they come over from the island for the occupation tomorrow.
The protest.
Who?
I wouldn't call it an occupation.
Like that?
I think. Yeah, that's.
I mean, I'm mostly just copying stuff that my dad has said before at meetings.
Oh.
But
okay.
That's not the point. The point is, I think that we should do something, and I should be there. And we should do something that isn't just the concert. Oh, and also, hello. Thank you very much for that raid, Maori Nerd. We're so happy to have you all here. Welcome on in.
Major.
What do you think
She
we
just sort of
should do,
looks
New?
very pointedly at Stump after she's like, I think we should do this.
New wants to come along and be on the front lines. I told her it was a bad idea. She disagrees. She would like to put it to a vote.
Okay, I guess each of you make your case.
Would you like to go first, or should I?
I'll go. You guys are my friends, but you're not my dad. And he's not here to tell me what I can and can't do. But he tried to teach me to know the difference between right and wrong. And I think that this is the right thing to do. I think that if we don't work together and make sure that we protect ourselves, nobody's going to look after us. And Raven will back me up on that. We talked about it. She agrees with me.
Okay. So you want to be there because you want to support your friends, and is that right? All right.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you think that New should support her friends?
She's a kid, and whenever she parses, she almost dies. I rest my case.
We
New?
just made that happen to fix a hole in the roof, and I didn't almost die. Thank you very much. I didn't even throw up this time.
Yeah, you had me and Cadence helping you. What if you get separated from
Raven.
us? And you have to parcel... sorry.
Yeah, what'd you say?
That's it.
Cadence
I'm
is
That's
the
her-
most powerful.
It's her,
They
it's her
transcend
Christian name.
dimensions and times. Yes.
It's my middle name. Yeah.
Yeah, Raven's her hippie name. Cadence is her Christian name. The one. Yeah. Whoops. Me and Raven were there helping you. And what happens if you get separated and you have to parse by yourself again?
I don't have to parse by myself again. I don't have to. But every time I've done it, it's been to get people out of a bad situation. It was like an emergencies only kind of thing.
Anyway, I've said my piece. I don't think
Raven.
she should be on the front lines.
Okay. Raven, you said that you were gonna back her up. What do you think?
I think that she has a right to, come with us and be there because she has been trained by her father and that group for ever since, she could walk probably. And so she has a right to be there. Now, I don't think that being on the front lines is exactly appropriate, New. For you are still new. And we want to keep you new until you're old. And if you're on the front lines, you might not get to be old.
I can still be there though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you
I'm
like
sorry.
I said, you've been trained for this. You're ready. You know how to do so many more things than any of us. And if you're little parseling cats, don't stop walking all over my things. I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
She tries to kind of scoop them into a puddle, but they just keep doing that thing where cats like jump, slip like water out of your
Yep.
arms. It's just like, come. What were you gonna say, Penny?
What are we defining as front lines? Like,
It
But
sounds like we're going to
besides
war,
just-
which is not something
Stump
that we
apparently
agreed
is
on.
going to war.
I don't get it. It's just a bunch of people standing in front of a building, holding signs.
The most horrific things have happened in such scenarios.
But
You-
we can make things to keep us safe. We have words.
How old are you?
This is a thing we can do.
New. How old are you?
12.
I mean, I can't stop you because, I mean, I can't. I don't have the power to do anything anymore. But
Well, if we do this right, we won't be having any war, right?
this
That's
is
what I
never
thought.
done-
Right?
It's never done right, though. It always leads inevitably to something, and it's fine. It's totally fine to do it, and I expect it to some degree. But you also have to expect it too. And do we? I mean, once again, I can't stop you. I just can say I don't think it's wise for you to go because I don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, so you think that it's just better to take the easy way out every single time?
I think that if you're a child, you should spend some years living if you have the opportunity to before you go down a very, very difficult path. I mean, she just lost her dad?
Her dad's alive. He lost
Wow.
Edge.
Edge. It's just it's a difficult time, and I just I don't think it's wise.
What do you think, Penny?
I think that if you're hurt, or if parsing is potentially hurting you, being in the back lines is better than charging at the front. But you're also way more powerful and have been in this type of business longer than any of us. It's your choice if you're going to be there. I hope you'll listen to us and not be at the front. But I want to know, like, you're not doing this for us, right? I want to know why do you want to go here? Like, we're your friends, obviously, but we can also take care of ourselves. So why is it important for you to be there?
I mean, I guess I'm kind of there for you in the sense that, we're all there for each other, but I'm mostly there for me.
Good, you should be there for you. That's what I want to
Like,
hear.
I really don't want to be a lab rat in that place at the university for the rest of my life.
That's fair.
I mean, like, Packer didn't even want to have a word inside anymore. Nothing like that. Like, you just completely let go of that. I mean, my choice is a different choice, but it's kind of also the same,
You're both choosing freedom. You're just going at it a different way. Okay, so I guess we're voting. New, you're gonna come with us, but you're gonna stay in the back. And when is this all happening? I thought we were doing the concert. Is this like something before, something afterwards?
It's supposed to be the
During.
same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
During?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we have Sting coming. Oh, I need to send an email.
Yeah, we're going to have this concert, and then we're going to promote how wonderful Parselings are, and everybody will see the light and understand us better. Or
So
there'll
what
be
are
a
you guys
riot and
gonna
we'll burn
do?
the town down.
Won't play
Are you
music.
coming with me, or are you doing something else?
I mean, we need to get this concert ready, but we'll be there.
Stump Raven, what are your plans?
I'll be in the tank. Waiting.
And our priority is
probably...
to keep everyone safe, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just clarifying. We're not the ones that are going on the aggressive. We are keeping everyone else, including the normies, safe if all hell breaks loose. We're going to have cameras on it. Anyone watching should see that it's not our fault. And I'm sorry, Raven. I think I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, that's all right. I was just going to say that I'm going to be in the what did we call it? It wasn't like a demonstration. It was...
Oh, the
Protest.
occupation, or protest.
Let's not call it an occupation.
Well, they did say that they wanted to do like a sit-in at City Hall, which is technically, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think wording is very important on how we approach this and on how people receive us.
Exactly.
You can tell that to the entire island of people that are getting ready to come over here, but yeah, okay. Yep.
That'd have been egged on by Stump.
So we're going back of the line, not the front. That's fine. And then we're going to this concert afterwards. Which means I have just one more question before we vote on this. When do I get my fake ID?
I
think Penny promised that, so.
Yeah, I can get that for you soon.
If Charles does not have that at the front of this venue before your concert goes off, there will be a riot and I will burn this entire city down.
Hey, you're gonna have your ID. Calm down.
Yes!
Hacker, she's joking. Calm down.
I'm not doing anything, okay? I'm just smiling.
Your face is doing a lot.
Okay, that's just my face, all right? It's going on a journey.
Is this meeting adjourned?
Kind of.
I guess so.
Kind of?
I thought that since it was the night before your big show, and because you're all here together in the same place, and because also going to Stump's Pictures with Raven gave me the idea that we could play D&D together. Because I know that you used to, and I know that Penny used to be the DM, but like, you're not going to be the DM this time because you need to relax. A lot. Like, a lot. So maybe you can be that goblin from the picture.
Oh.
Sure.
Okay,
that sounds good.
I've been a forever DM. I don't know what it's like to not be. I can play.
Okay, good. I need a few minutes to get set up. So if you guys want to, like, I don't know, get your sheets together or like strategize or, just talk about boring adult stuff or like What happens when your sibling gets their word completely removed from their body and then you just sort of don't talk about it, but you like act all weird and then you're just like, I'm upset, but
All
nobody
right,
says
kid,
anything?
go get your shit together. All right.
Okay, bye. I knew that was gonna work.
Proof that she's more grown up than us.
So how you guys been?
I think she meant that you should work out your shit with the bard.
I thought I was a warlock. I'm regardless. I think I'm gonna go warlock this time, or maybe I should just go bard. Oh, God, there's all these new archetypes too. I should check out.
I don't really think Packer wants to talk about it.
Okay.
I mean, what's the talk? What's the talk about? I'm sorry. I wish I would have included you.
What are you sorry for, Packer?
I'm sorry for the deception and pushing you away when I should have brought you in closer during a very pivotal time in my life.
Okay. I'm still mad. And it's like so much of me is so angry right now. I just don't even know how to let it go. You said things weren't going to change, and I kind of don't believe you now. And it's just
yeah, I don't believe me either. I think things are going to change.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. I mean, first one is when we go out on that stage, your front, your center.
What?
Yeah. This whole Parselings thing, it'll be better coming from you.
I can't talk to people like that.
You don't need to talk to people, just play music. That's what communicates to everyone. That's what people need to hear and understand at this time. Not words, just music, lyrics, the things that you want to say that you've kind of put into the music that you've had. Just do that. You'll be fine.
Penny is just like silent. She doesn't know how to take that kind of pressure. And she's sitting there just like rubbing her neck, and like beneath her fingers, the word duplicate is like basically crawling out of her skin.
I'll be there to back you up, but you're splitting now.
Okay. Thanks for the backup. See, the thing is, it doesn't really feel like backup. You know?
I'll be on stage with you the whole time.
No, you're putting me front and center, and that was supposed to be your job. You're abandoning me to do this whole thing by myself, and I can't do this by myself.
What's the I'll be there, but the whole purpose of this is to show Parselings as something America can empathize with. All right, they see me up there front and center. That's not really doing it, right? I'm no longer.
I get the logic behind what you're saying, but this isn't what I'm built to do. This is what you were built to do, and you ran away from it, and now it's up to me.
I know you'll rise to the occasion. You always do it.
Right.
All right.
I'll rise to occasion at the biggest concert of our entire lives, where people's futures are at stake. This is. I need to go take a breath. I'm sorry. I need to step away.
Should I get you a glass of water or something?
No. Just stay here.
All right.
She's gonna get up and like leave.
Where do you go, Penny?
I think that like there's like a room to the side where like she keeps personal belongings and stuff, and yeah, she'll like go in there and shut the door.
Okay. Did the rest of y'all?
Yeah. So, should we? Should we make our characters again, or what?
Stump pulls out his wallet and takes out like a folded up piece of paper. It's like a thick stack of folded papers. And he'll toss his on the table and say, "Mine's done." And he'll step into the other room to go talk to Penny.
How about you, Raven?
Yeah, I think I could figure her out. I mean, yeah.
Am I
Playing a
wrong?
druid's easy. Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Why?
I know you have to do things for yourself, but you and Penny, you're one and the same. You're two people that are the same. And no, you're not. And she sacrificed so much to be the same as you. And you threw that away.
Maybe this is an opportunity for her to be herself. All right? Like she's been content making the music and stuff like that and being in my shadow, but I think it's time for her to shine. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be scary, but I think it's going to be it's going to be great. She just needs a push.
I think it should be her decision.
I don't think she'll ever come out unless she's forced to. And it makes sense logically. I mean, I'm not a part of this anymore. I'm an ally, but I'm not one of y'all able to manipulate stuff. I'm just a guy.
And whose fault is that?
It's my fault, and I don't regret it. All right? You know my reason. At least I think I told you. It's just too dangerous. I couldn't leave it on me. Not with things and escalating and the stakes getting so high.
So basically you joined the other side. Abandoned your sister. Abandoned us.
I didn't. All right, and that sort of talk I feel is going to divide you and the rest of humanity. I just decided to be like everyone else because I was afraid of what could happen. I don't want that power. I don't deserve that power, nor am I responsible enough to have that power. So it's just better if I
None of us
don't.
really are. Especially those of us who just came upon it by accident. We didn't choose
Maybe
this.
we should all be afraid about the things we could do.
So we should all get rid of our parselings.
I think that's everyone's decision. I just know my own and what I'm comfortable with myself. I couldn't keep it. It's too much of a temptation. I'm afraid of what could have been, what might have been. So no, I'm not. I don't want to deal with that.
What were you afraid of, Penny? Packer, sorry.
It's okay.
What were you afraid of? Yeah, both of you, you're just combined in my brain.
We're like the sun and the moon. We're both in a night sky, but we're on opposite ends.
I gotta work on my character.
I think it's while the two of you put your heads together, we will go see what it is that Stump and Penny have gotten up to.
I'm gonna make a Pathfinder character. This.
Muted.
You're muted.
Stump will walk up to the door and just kind of give it a polite knock.
So she'll go ahead and open the door, and she like looks completely different. She's looks pissed off. She's like rubbed off her lipstick on below to like reveal the word red, and she's like dressed in red now. If he wants to be fucking different, I'll be fucking different. Never been a fan of stripes anyways. But she'll step back so you can like walk in.
Stump kind of ducks under the door frame and steps inside. Look. I know you love your brother. But there's no denying that he's a dumb shit. The only thing he's ever understood. Do you remember way back when we first started playing this game? There was a moment where Packer and I had a disagreement about me playing bass and how I felt the tone should go for his band.
Yeah, I remember.
And do you remember how when we got to a point where it seemed like we weren't going to reach an agreement, we played? And we did what you're never supposed to do, which is let real life bleed into the game, and we resolved our problem there. That's been the only time he's ever listened was when he pulled his head out of his own ass long enough to put it in someone else's character. Your brother's a dumb shit. But for whatever reason, when he plays D&D, he listens.
Okay. Do you think I should try and go in as Boblin the Goblin and see if I can open up his heart?
Or kill him. If he's powerless in the game, maybe he'll realize that being powerless in real life was a mistake too. I'm not going to tell you how to go about your business, but I will tell you that the moron is a lot more receptive to stuff when he's playing. He puts down that hipster bullshit that he's constantly swilling around in his glass because his guard is down.
Okay. Okay. I'll try. Am I wrong?
It's not
Am I in the wrong here? Am I overreacting?
No.
I'm not meant to be center stage. Just like you're not like a chatty Cathy, you know?
Yeah.
That's who he is. I like my notebooks and playing music for a smaller crowd or just even for myself. This glory hunt was always his, and now it's up to me, and I'm not up to that job. I'm not. I know he says I'm gonna rise to the occasion, but what if I instead fuck it up for every parseling?
Well, then you have a tank to back you up. So,
Okay.
if you fuck it up, at least you'll win. Either way, you go home alive tomorrow.
I just don't want anyone to get hurt. I want the point of this to be to show that we're just like everyone else.
Well, everyone else with a tank. Did I mention we have a tank?
We do have a tank. It's pretty cool.
Look, just give it a try. See if you can budge him. That's
What am I
not
gonna
who he
do?
is.
What am I even supposed to change him to? What
I don't know. I don't know. Trust me, I tried for like 3 years. I got fed up. I can't stand him. But I know that's not who he is. I know that that's who he thinks he needs to be because of the position he's in. A position you both put yourselves in. So I don't think you're wrong, but you don't challenge him. And if he's going to listen to somebody, he's going to listen to you. Or at least he would have before whatever he did.
Okay.
But if he puts his guard down long enough, I think you can get through to him. Try to find some speck of what he used to be.
Thanks. That means
Sure.
a lot. And she'll like do like a little like punch in the middle of your chest, even though she knows it's not even gonna move you at all. And then she goes, sassafras.
He like puts his whole palm on your face and like pushes you back and like turns around and walks out the door. And just before he like closes it, he'll be like, "It's not a bad look on you, by the way," and then he'll slam the door shut.
Perfect. She'll kind of smile,
Amazing.
go look in the mirror, try and like fix the smear that she has, and give up, and then just go join everyone else.
And you come back out to the main living area. New has set up the coffee table in the middle of the couches with this, weird battle map with a kid's handwriting on it. There's like little, in place of, minis that you'd use, there's little like Cheez-Its and some of the fun-sized Butterfingers that always get left at the bottom after Halloween and nobody wants to eat them, and they're just sad little Butterfingers, but you can use them as D&D minis, so it's fine. Okay, so what did you all roll? For your characters.
I'm gonna pay Boblin the Goblin. It's basically NPC stats.
And what class are you, Boblin the Goblin?
Barbarian?
Cool. Gobble Barbarian.
I'm Willow, the wood elf druid.
Just like the picture.
I am Emilio, the orc, half-orc rogue.
Interesting choice. I always thought you'd probably be a bard, but, you know.
I mean, you play to be something you're not, right?
Stump unfolds the thick stack of old papers in front of him to get full-size sheets. And there's like a stack of 5 papers. I'll be playing Vigorand, the Goliath barbarian, paladin.
Goliath Paladin. Very, very good. All right, so let me set the scene for you. The 4 of you been friends for a very long time, traveling along down the mysterious subterranean subterranean tunnels and byways beneath a very large city called Sea City is what it's called. And you are walking along, and the room is very poorly lit by torches, and you hear the sound of something clanking deep within the caverns in the darkness. It's getting closer. What are you doing?
I am gonna stealth and wait in ambush.
All right. So, out of character here, the way that we're doing this is we're still using the Parselings rules, but we're playing this game together. So if you were trying to stealth, that'll be a finesse stealth for Hacker, which is draw of 3.
No successes. Yay!
Okay. She's gonna just be like, oh no! When all of a sudden you were stepping away to try and go stealth over by the ambush, and out of nowhere, this rock on the floor drills and it has teeth and it bites into your foot, and now everyone needs to roll initiative! So for this, let's just draw cards, and highest value goes, yeah.
4.
3.
4.
Just pop it in the green room chat if you would.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Seriously, 3 of us draw 4.
What?
Wow. Wow. All right. Well, it's pretty easy to tell according to dexterity who would go first. It's Packer. What do you do, Packer? You've got a rock. You got a rock biting your foot. Now would be a good time to start panicking. You're
Muted.
muted.
Packer, you're under a silent spell.
I panic. I look around and I say, "Oh no! I can't believe this has been done to me." And I will try to retreat behind our big, whatever the hell Stump's character is.
Goliath Paladin.
Yeah, I think that. I think this is a new character, right? Stump. I don't. Yeah, it's whatever. I'm doing a disengage action and trying to hide behind him until I can have a more advantageous time in the fight. But I am panicked.
You can do that pretty easily since all you're doing is moving. And when you're just like, whatever the hell Stuff's character is, New's just like, it's just a one shot. We're making it up as we go along. Okay, next up in the initiative order is would be Goblin Barbarian. Wait, Boblin the Goblin Barbarian. That's a lot of G's and B's, and I had not said them all in that order before. Boblin, what do? There's a rock attacking your friend's foot.
Well, Boblin the Goblin Barbarian is going to pull out his club that is made out of a chair leg. And then he's gonna say, "Backer, you should have waited for everyone else." And then I'm gonna rage, and I'm gonna get all swole up, and I'm just gonna throw my head back and scream to the ceiling.
Oh god. So first off, my character's name is Emilio. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to keep it in
All right,
character.
let me try that again. Emilio,
Just the
you
first
should have
part.
waited
Just the
for
first part.
everyone else.
So you were,
now I'm having second thoughts about tonight.
So you're raging.
Yeah.
Are you making an attack, Penny?
Yes. So I definitely raged as a bonus action, and I'm gonna run up and attack with my my action. I'm gonna go ahead and roll. I got a 5.
So you're going to try and get the rock off of your get the rock off of your friend's foot, but instead of actually getting it off, you just graze a little bit of his ankle and he goes, "Wah!" and is backing up because you almost chopped off of his foot, and the teeth sink deeper in, and that makes it worse. You have to take, and then she just sort of sits down, rolls a bunch of d4s, and then is very, very slowly counting them out. And it's just 3 points of tooth damage and 1 point of poison damage, Hacker. And now
Crap. Tooth is my weakness.
it is Willow the Wood Elf Druid's turn.
Oh,
I'm going to
question.
cast Confusion on the rock.
Yeah, what was
It
your...
has to make a wisdom save.
That's a
Okay.
great idea, Raven. You just
Do rocks
mentioned
Confused
have
and
wisdom?
know it should be attacking.
What were you gonna say, Em?
I think that's a great idea, Raven. But I noticed you said poison. Should Emilio maybe make a save to see if he succumbs to more poison?
Oh, is this a one-shot Penny, or we? What is this? I think let the GM
I just
do
was
the
trying
thing.
to help out. I was just trying to help New out. My bad. Go ahead, New. You're doing a great job.
Well, I think the wisdom save on a rock it's a rock. So it's probably not very good. Oh, but it just succeeds. The rock is able to still hold on and sink its teeth in, but It is
It's a smart
seeming a
rock.
little bit dazed by the words of your spell. It's just too hungry. Stump, what was your character's name again? Vigorand. See, this is why you should always keep notes. It's your turn.
Yeah, can we get more Mountain Dew? She does.
I forgot that I'm playing a Paladin of Vengeance, which means in order for my spells to work, someone has to take damage on my turn. And so Stump reaches over and just like claps a hand really hard over Packers' head and just gives him a slap on the back of his head while he's drinking Mountain Dew. And he said, and immediately turns back to New and says, perfect. Now my spells work. I'm going to cast Destructive Wave at a 5th level and pull out and then I read my character sheet. Oh yeah. I pull out my wrench +3 and slam it into the ground at the rocks.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Awesome. How many do I pull? I'm just pulling one?
Sorry, the spreadsheet was glitching there. Force melee, so you're drawing 8.
8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Force. Sasa. Stump. Those are clubs. Okay. Oh, damn. I pulled an 8, 7, and a 5. So that's gonna be... That's gonna be 20.
All successes. That's 20.
Yeah, 20.
Vigorand, how do you want to do this?
I would like to assume my form of the Avenging Angel. And I'd like to whirlwind my wrench all the way around. And the creature within 30 feet of me. And because I'm a Vengeance Paladin, one friendly ally, let's pick one at random. Emilio will also take this damage as I swing my wrench at the ground and cause a destructive wave to ripple outward.
One
the heck?
second.
As he like pounds his
Emilio?
fists on the table.
Huh?
Emilio, are you okay with taking damage for this?
I mean, it seems it's usually. I mean that it's all he does. So yeah, I don't think we can play without him doing that. So if that's what it takes for him to enjoy this game, then let's go ahead.
Yeah, we can, because this isn't your table or my table or Stump's table. It's everyone's table. So we need to agree this as a group. Are you okay with taking damage for this spell?
I'd prefer not to.
Okay, Vigorand, you gotta do something else.
All right. Because of your decisions, Boblin the Goblin must then take the damage as a result. Sorry, Boblin.
Boblin, are you okay with taking damage as a
okay.
result of the spell?
I am okay taking damage as a result.
Yeah, but now
of
I
the
just
spell.
look like the asshole, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys?
Huh? What? We're talking in character.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right, New. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm okay with taking all this damage because somebody has to.
No one has to. He can do something else. Right? This is a
somebody
role playing
gotta do
game.
things for the greater good. Go ahead.
You can't
It's
take
a
that
rock.
into
There is
action.
there's no greater good here against a rock. I'm the one being
Stump holds up.
accosted. You don't.
Stump holds up his sheet. No long rest since last spell was cast. Only one left.
We
What?
gotta do what we gotta do. Go ahead.
Nature
Oh,
will
God.
do what nature does.
Oh my god.
How much damage
Okay.
am I taking?
And she pulls out the absolute, like, biggest handful of a bunch of D6s and just down all over the table. They're just, like, falling off, skittering everywhere, rolling under the couch.
Does anyone else feel like she's
Um,
just making this up?
33?
Oh, I
Holy-
am unconscious. The pressure was too much for even me. You know, the NPC.
Poor Boblin. Boblin not have to die. If only someone heartier and bigger and stronger had taken the brunt of the damage. Boblin
Which
need
is
not
you.
suffer
It's
such an
playing
insufferable
a-
fate.
I'm playing a rogue. Why the hell would I be more appropriate? I'm already taking damage. I have a rock on my foot.
I care for
If
Bubbler the
only-
Goblin. I will cast Heal upon her and restore her to full health because I love her.
Oh,
What did...
thank you, Raven. I mean, the pretty
Willow.
druid lady.
Sorry, Boblin. Rogue not remember that he have uncanny dodge and could have halved the damage to himself and selfishly let you take the brunt of it. And I lay on hands on the poor goblin to assist the druid in healing him.
Sometimes
Is this fucking
people
rock
who
is
are
still
most
alive?
fitted for a role don't end up doing their role.
My god. Is this a role-playing game or are we playing miniatures?
I'm sorry, I can't understand you when you're not talking in character.
Yeah. What is that?
This is oh god.
We've all dedicated ourselves to our character places.
Look. Oh, I don't even
You're really
know what
ruining
to
my
say.
immersion in this game, Packer.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
there's
sorry.
still a whole dungeon we can go through, but I think maybe we should, like,
Doth thou
This is good.
understand
this is,
that
yeah.
my footeth hurteth like fuck all, and I would rather not be thunderstrucketh while being bitten with my D6 of HP per level. Alright, I dumpeth con, and I dumpeth strength, for I like to avoid conflict, and you have brought conflict to me, when you could rather just hit the goddammit rocketh. And now I'm the asshole in this group because I have decided to play this role, and I've played this character. I'm all, yeah, well, there, in character.
So, our dear Rogue, you have decided that the role that you are meant to play should be given to somebody else without their choice.
There are no roles.
The
All right,
role of
you
you was
decide-
to absorb the damage so that you could be released
When?
from this rock. Instead,
No.
you decided to pass the damage on to your teammate who had to absorb it herself, and she was
Oh
just
my
too
God.
weak and underpowered
Is
and
it-
not ready for this challenge.
She is a barbarian, right? Are they not
An
supposed to
NPC.
be?
She's a
They're
poor
supposed-
little goblin.
Oh my god. Look, I should be allowed to play the character I want to play. And if I don't want to be hit upside the face, maybe you attack the stone with just a regular attack.
Perhaps Rogue should have found alternative lifestyle if Rogue is too stupid to calculate and strategize on the battlefield.
Look, I'm in this for the role play, not the miniatures. So I don't know how to help you in this case. I'm gonna make stupid choices in a combat.
Well, don't
It'd
forget,
just be nice.
every time you make a stupid choice, everyone else has to clean up after your fucking mess.
Oh my god.
And more
We all have
importantly,
to suffer for it.
every mistake
Oh,
that
are we-
Emilio makes hurts Boblin directly. You must always remember this.
Because what nature gives, nature will take away.
I feel faint. Ah!
This
Oh,
is what
dear,
happens
the
when
poor
players don't
goblin.
collaborate.
Oh man. I just want to
As
have fun.
Boblin falls to the side, fainting, putting her head over their head like, "Oh no, save me!" You notice that all of a sudden they pass right through the stones of the floor, almost like they became insubstantial or invisible, and they just sunk into the floor and they disappear. Now what do you do?
Look, I'll play my bard, okay? Does that work for everyone?
I mean,
Too little, too
you
late.
have high enough in charisma to multi-class yet for that? It's okay.
I dumped.
It's a one shot.
strength and-
I say rules cool it. You can just do it, but you might want you to have your rogue skills to investigate what happened to the goblin. Just saying, like those might be
Oh.
more useful than you thought they used to be once. And then one day when you're like, oh no, a goblin, that's my sister, went through a floor. Where am I gonna find her? Oh, I'm all alone. You might want some of those rogue skills, like to pick locks and
You
find
need to
clues.
use the skills you were given.
that you guys want me. Look, if y'all want me to be this thing, I'll be this thing. If it means I get to hang around for the time being, I just don't want to be blamed for what happens next, okay? Penny, I'll take over for the concert. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, she gone. She gone from the table.
I just fell onto the floor to be, immersive.
She's very committed. It's great.
And I don't want you to take over the concert and do it by yourself. That's not what we're talking about.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying take the usual stuff. We'll do it.
So
Are you
we'll all
happy?
use
And you
the
think it'll have
skills
the
we're
same
good
impact?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care.
You don't care?
I'm just trying to get by, okay? I had a dream that sometime down the road I could be who I wanted to be and maybe find someone and maybe like adopt a kid somewhere and have like a house or some shit. But you guys are gonna bring me into this no matter what, because I'd rather do this and be alone. So y'all win, all right? You've beaten my character. You made me feel like shit this whole game. Like, I'm here for you guys. All right? If that's what it takes for us to be cool, that's fine. I'm here. So let's do the concert. I'll be there singing as always.
Penny slowly turns to look at Stump.
You're muted.
Stump just kind of shrugs at you and mouths 3 years at you.
Better late
Packer?
than never. No, I'm. Look.
No,
Let's just do the concert.
I want you to listen to me this time. If this is what you need to go and get your house and your kids and everything, then I want you to have that. I mean, that's why I was going to have your back with getting your words removed. If that's, I didn't realize that was more important to you. Me,
Yeah.
Raven, Stump, we of course have things that we want, but we believe in this enough that we're going to set those aside and fight for it because we think it's right and we think that that's what needs to happen. I thought that you and I were on the same page and that we wanted to put better into the world. Like, that's what my music is about putting something in the world that's better than what already exists and changing it. But if you got into all of this so that you could have a house somewhere, well then, maybe it's good that I'm not a duplicate.
I wanted love. All right, the house is just a place to hold it. And he'll get up, and as he does, like, there's a little bit of wrinkling in his shoulder as the bottom part of the strings kind of reappears on his neck, metallic and violet. His eyes kind of change like a weird different color, almost threads in between the irises and the whites of his eyes as he's looking at the crew. I met a shell of a mountain who knew he was finished, claimed he grew up from a grain of sand. With every year wider, he bloomed a little bit longer to the roof of the sky with outstretched hands. She made friends with the sun, shared enemies with no one, counted weeks like she should have counted days, and swallowed handfuls of night so he could sleep tight and turn her thoughts from its stone-cold ways. I'll see you at the concert. He'll take his sheet and head out.
The door shuts behind Packer and she looks at everyone else. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know, but he does realize he was talking to the floor, right? That entire time? Because you're trapped under the... I think he forgot we were playing a game there for a second. Like, a lot of seconds, actually.
Since my character's disappeared to the floor, do you mind just continuing? I need to see if I can catch him.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back. And she'll go running out the door.
So, do you guys want to take on the rest of this dungeon?
Sure.
It's like, guys, can we just play D&D?
Okay. So, it's going to take me a second because when I planned this, I had planned it for 4 people, and now there's only 2 people, but one of you can do that. Okay. I got it. So you're walking along through the tunnels that have eaten your friend, the tunnels whose rocks have sunk their treacherous teeth into your other friend's foot. And then you come across a wall at the end of the tunnel. It's a big brick wall that is covered in these mysterious patterns and shapes and colors, and it's like some sort of language or script writing that you can't understand, but it looks kind of familiar and you're not sure why. What do you do now?
Do I recognize the writing? What language language family it might be?
What languages do you know?
I know
And you obviously know Elvish
Elven,
because you're an elf.
Common, Druidic, and Primordial.
This is actually in Primordial.
Yay!
The inscription that is written within this ancient language, known only to the most seasoned of druids, reads, "To know the way forward, you must first know the difference between trust and mistrust, between power and disempowerment, between a solo and a chorus, and between a seed and a flower." And it has keyholes shaped like each of those things.
What?
Oh, I'm not good with puzzles.
A seed and a flower. A solo and a chorus.
Power and disempowerment, and trust versus mistrust. It kind of works better if all four of you guys made it here, but we can just hand wave it. Goblin goes to trust versus mistrust. Rogue goes to solo versus chorus. Okay, and then they put their hands like, or they would if they were here, would put their hands onto the keyholes and like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
I'm never really good at puzzles. I always sucked at those. That was Penny's gig.
Who's Penny?
That was a goblin job, do puzzle.
For a goblin,
I placed my hand on the
very
door.
smart.
Trixie. Vigorando places his hand on the door.
As you do that and the door opens to whatever it is that lies beyond, we're going to pan the camera over to the twins, Penny having followed Packer out of the room.
Packer, wait. Packer.
What?
She goes running after him. Shoes like left behind, just barefoot, just sprinting along.
What?
Can she see him in the distance?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's turned
Yeah.
around. Kinda
Oh, he
looking
turned
back
around.
Yeah.
She'll catch up. What the hell?
What?
What the hell
what?
just happened here?
I got on board. Is that what you wanted?
What do you mean you got on board?
This whole thing. Look, I'm back. All right, and we'll do it.
Why did you do that?
We'll do. I don't know, I guess, you know, when you're growing older, when you're a kid, you like a lot of things, right? And the older you get, you like less things and such. I only have like 2 things I like in this world. One of them's you. The other is a dream that I have about having a nice, quiet life one day. Play music, you know, maybe share a life. That'd be really cool with someone to, I don't know. So I'm gonna choose this.
I don't want you to have to give up everything you want just for me. But at the same time, this means a lot. I'm sorry, I was such a dick to you. I didn't know you were planning this. How did this even happen?
What?
How's your word
The
back?
dream I had? Oh, I don't know. Things are different now. I almost can see strings between people. The relationships people share, like, playing before me. And it's clear as day now, right? I can see the strings between us. You know what it looks like?
What?
It's a tangled mess. It's a knot. We're intertwined no matter what. I can't go out on my own. You can't do your own thing. So it's just best if we just continue on as we always have.
You've given me, like, everything. And I've just treated you with anger and confusion, and I'm sorry. I'll make your second dream come true. I promise.
You can't make promises you can't keep. All right?
I'll make it happen.
We're talking about occupation. We're talking about violence. We're talking about a fight that's not going to end tomorrow. It's going to begin. All right, whatever dream that was, it's the moment I go up on that stage, it's done. It's over with.
I didn't
I've
think you could
accepted
ever
that.
get your word back, and you did. We don't know what's gonna happen. All we can do is every day try and make the world a little bit better.
I
And
love your optimism,
while
and I
I'm making that
wish
happen,
Mm-mm.
go ahead.
No,
You're
I
in the
can't.
right-
I can't
yeah.
see it. I can't see it like you see it. All right.
I know.
Everything looks like red flags to me. Everything. This whole thing is riddled with danger and warning signs, and I can't see this getting better.
Hey, Packer. And she's gonna, like, grab your hand and hold it really tightly. That's because I'm the muse. And she'll, like, pull up her shirt a little bit to show, like, the word muse that's tattooed across her skin. I'm gonna get us there. Just trust in me. And, like, with this feeling of, like, boldness and certainty starts, like, filling her, the word red on her lips is, like, gonna literally, like, rise and then, like, fall. I've got this.
Guess we'll see what happens.
You've got this too. You've got the voice and the presence and the charisma. I've just got the words. We're doing the same thing as we always done. We're just putting different words out into the world.
That scares me though.
Don't be scared.
I wanted to be listened to. I didn't I didn't want to be listened to in any significant way.
Well, you're an idiot because all of my songs are significant. And she's gonna like loop her arm in yours.
I can't go back there.
Okay, where are we going?
You gotta go back, Penny. You got a whole
Why?
thing
For
to plan.
Boblin the Goblin? Goblin
It's
Goblin
the
can
first.
die.
Yeah, it's the first time GMing. You know, you got cut them some slack and such. You know,
She's got
new at
Stump
this.
and Raven. Raven's literally the most nurturing person I've ever met. We are finally good with each other. Don't ruin it now. She's gonna like squeeze you a little bit.
All right.
Stop running from me.
Okay.
We go together.
Whatever gets gust in our sails, I guess. I was gonna go get a drink.
And with that, we go together. The day closes after a game, some difficult conversations, some new revelations. We are going to go and take a quick 10-minute break, stretch our legs, hydrate, etc. Before we do that, thanks very much to RQ Safan and Adept Icarus for those subs. That is super exciting. And to the chat for our 20 retweets. We will be getting that boon coming for the players in the last half of this episode. But in the meantime, we are going to take a quick break. Thank you so much for watching. And we will be back here in just a moment. we are back. Hello, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your break. So at the beginning of this final scene is the dawn of a new day, and the Parselings, together with their friend New, are making their way towards the downtown area where the protest is planned, the concert is planned for the rest of the day. And you arrive there, and it seems that there have been some people already there getting set up quite early on. There's a table set up where people can go make signs that they want to make with some Sharpie markers, poster boards, things like that. A couple of different familiar faces, in fact, that you notice from your time at the island, both human and animal. There's an area of the street that is kind of cordoned off. Traffic can go around, all of that kind of thing. And there are a few scattered cars with the bearing the labels, both of the local law enforcement and the that symbol that you had seen, the cars that Mr. Pank and his friends were driving around the university. And New is with you. Cats in pockets. So far, so good.
Yeah, I know for
You guys...
I'd like to activate lens for this scene.
All right, tell me what you do with your lens. Or with lens, I should say.
Yeah, so I get to see the world as it is based on one of my words. So I'm looking at strings to see the relationships between people. So I make a insight perception, and I have 2 points, so it'll last the entire scene, and I just need 2 successes.
Okay, so are you basically just trying to get a read on the crowd at large, or are you trying to hone in on anything?
Just at large.
Okay.
What I'm trying to find out is if there are dissenters, how are they connected to each other, and how many of them are there? Like potentially like undercover police or stuff like that, or any outliers within this community of people that are here. Also, does Sting like me? That's important.
I don't know, if you roll enough or if you draw enough successes, we'll see.
Just like me. All right, so I'm drawing 3. Yeah, I got 2 successes. Check? No, it's insight perception. No, it's insight
this
perception.
is his trick.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 successes.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be active the whole scene.
So pretty much right now, things seem a little bit guarded, maybe a little bit tense. Doesn't look like anybody seems particularly, openly hostile or like going into the crowd to try and like sow dissent or anything like that. But definitely like the people on the inside and outside of this little traffic cordoned off area are behaving extremely wary around each other. Everybody is just a little bit wary, just a little bit cautious, and none more so than some of the folks that have come over from the island. Some of the lingua, like the animal-based parselings, are starting to attract looks from passerby just because they can speak with normal human speech. You spot several crows, a deer, and a familiar face that you haven't seen since the very beginning of your travels to the island with New.
The barista.
One of a fox, actually.
We're not the fox.
Close up.
But I am.
Sly, you made it.
Of course I made it. The revolution's at hand.
I'm not surprised.
And I see you're doing well.
Likewise.
Joining the good fight. Good, good.
Some perhaps more. Yes, we're ready. We're ready for it.
Yes, I love
what
this
is your
energy.
plan?
Oh, cause a ruckus. Throw a brick or two.
Oh.
You didn't
Well,
hear
we're
that
gonna
from
be
me.
peaceful for, the intent is to be peaceful.
Besides, how on
Yes.
earth do you expect to throw bricks without opposable thumbs? You don't even have hands. What
Ah,
is
yes,
this?
That's what I have you for, esoteric.
Hello. I do so much prefer speaking to you not from the other end of that telephone. It's very convenient, but very annoying to me personally.
I personally like the
Yeah.
buffer. Kidding!
It's the delay. It makes things annoying.
And it echoes very unpleasantly.
Technology. Ugh.
Well, Stump, who do you have in charge things while you're gonna be on stage?
Okay. I'll be able to see everything from both the height of the bot and the stage. So, I guess, and I'll snag some of the security walkies to hand out. I guess because you guys are already recognized, Sly, Esoteric. Where's Dauntless?
She is back basically like organizing and orchestrating a group of people a little bit further away from where you all are. She's just, handing out things like, bottles of water and stuff like that, just because they know they're going to be here for a long time.
All right, then I'll give Sly an extra walkie. If you could make sure that Dauntless gets one of those. It'd be easier if we could just check in from time to time. I know that's going to be hard for you to use, so maybe we'll give you one of these, and I put a little headset on him.
Aw.
Oh,
That's quite
this
all
is-
right. I'm sure we
I
can
like
share.
Yeah, I forget often that you're not an ape like the rest of us. You don't have thumbs, so it's So that should
what
be easier.
I lack
Just
in opposable thumbs and upright mobility, I more than make up for in my other talents.
I'm sure that's true. I don't doubt you for a second, Sly.
Nor should you.
But yeah, just bite down on the talk bit, and we'll be able to hear you. But yeah, check-ins every half hour. No moving out of your positions
Is this
until.
Is this working?
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, no need to burn out your batteries now. Just check in every half hour. I'll be up in that thing, and he points towards the shining mech unit that's got its arms extended out. Don't do anything on your own. Thank you, Sly. But don't do anything on your own now without us, all right?
I don't really believe that there's such a thing as a bad idea, but giving him one of those machines does seem a tad ill-advised.
I feel
Yeah,
he'll
what do
use
I
it
know?
responsibly.
Not nearly as much as I tend to assume.
I think you'll both be fine. Use them responsibly. They
We'll
do
work
have
it
a
out.
battery on them. And it's not a 900 number, so, don't chatter on it needlessly.
I can't promise I won't accidentally bite down on it a few times.
That's fine. You'll be
You
fine.
might get some stuff.
It's a security walkie. The thing's made to last 8-9 hours. Presuming this benefit goes on for 4, you'll be fine to
Speaking of,
fuck with it a little bit.
what's the status on Sting? I heard a rumor about Sting.
Better.
You should ask Packer.
Packer, my
What
good
is
man.
his status?
What's the word on Sting?
Anna, what's the status on Sting?
Well, Mitch, I'm glad you asked. Because I do owe you all a boon.
Yeah!
So you tell me what's
And it
the
just so
status
happens
on
we have
Sting.
Special guest star on
fucking
Parselings, Sting.
showing up.
Takes off
and he's my
GM
best
hat,
friend.
passes around. You tell me what's the status on Sting.
Yeah, I feel like at this moment, you hear Brand New Day coming in from just the random location, and then in walks Steen, wearing my exact outfit, looking crisp as a fresh dollar, smelling like lavender and a little bit of earth. Like it's off. It's you look at him and you're like, this guy, he gardens. He gets in there with his hands, and I like that. And he looks at Packer, and he says in his typical Sting fashion, "Hi, I'm Sting. I'm here to see Packer." And then Packer cries like a little bitch. No, he doesn't cry like a bitch, but he just goes, "My man." And then they hug.
Sly is running in circles, like chasing his tail. So excited for Sting.
It's Sting, everyone! We got Sting on the show! Oh my god! We should have put that on the Twitter feed.
And Charles, out of the crowd, is running up and just being like, okay, you're here. The other talent is here. Security's here. Lots and lots of security. Some security that I didn't even call for. You sure that we're still doing this? We're still good, right? You're all still good. This part of the show. There's a fox and a kid.
Don't worry about the
Wait,
fox,
that
Charles.
kid.
We're ready to go live.
Special effects.
Oh, you should worry about the fox.
And when you speak, the word order that's tattooed onto the side of his ear, you've seen the way that like hair stands up on your skin when you have goosebumps. Just the same kind of sort of thing with the ink raising up out the side of his ear.
I also feel like Sting has Sting as his parsec.
His word is Sting.
Yeah.
Like should be worried that you're talking to me or what?
Open your mind, please.
Okay.
Who is this guy?
Don't be worried about the fox. He is opinionated, but mostly harmless.
Okay.
Mostly. Not entirely.
How was your flight?
Esoteric, where are the bricks?
And esoteric, as you see a shower just out of thin air of both cinder blocks and red bricks and some gravel and pebbles thrown in for good measure.
No.
Here they
No.
are.
Stop.
Does
Stop.
tend
I'm
to
gonna
make
need
me
you
a
on top
little
of this.
fuzzy, however.
Thank you.
Put them away. Put them away. Put them away.
We'll
I
just
have
put them
summoned
right
them to
here. In case we
Sure.
need them.
Leave them in a stack. Hands off of them until you feel... No, you know what? Hands off of them until I tell you they're necessary.
Ew. Oh, don't worry. These
Fine.
won't be going anywhere anytime soon. And with his just sort of like old man, very spider-like limbs, climbs to the top of this stack of bricks and just sits up there, cross-legged. These will stay where they need to stay as long as I don't encounter any glass houses. Hmm?
That's very clever, esoteric.
Okay. I guess. Sure. Yeah. You sit on your bricks. Sly, you're up by the ticket booth.
Yes.
No one will pay attention, but I want you to radio in if anything looks fishy.
What
And if
would
you do
look
see something
to
fishy,
you?
then come right. If you see anybody from
The university?
the lab or the university or anybody carrying a gun that isn't wearing a yellow shirt that says security on it.
Or if the font
Anyone
of
with a
security
gun
is
not
different.
wearing- yeah, sure. Okay, I can do that.
Or if they just look really angry.
And they aren't stuck.
I think a lot of people here are pretty angry.
I'm not.
I don't know if that's a great one.
But then again,
You never are.
never really exactly anything for very long. What can you do?
That's true.
Too true. What can you do?
I will be vigilant
sit on
as
bricks.
instructed.
Thank you, Sly.
Welcome.
I really hope they do as they're told. I'm beginning to see a lot of holes in this plan. Now that it's
Run along
close.
to your musical machinations now, please. We have everything under control.
Packer,
All right.
please focus, I think. Thanks, guys. This is gonna go great. Super great. She's like, just can't stop like rubbing her palms against like her jeans. Okay. Okay. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's rock.
All right, it's places, people. What are the last things that you do before this concert gets off the ground here?
I get a big gulp and a 2-liter bottle of Coke. I open the 2-liter bottle of Coke and dump it out onto the grass. And I bring both the big gulp and the 2-liter bottle up with me into the robot.
Packer goes over to a trash can and pulls out a little piece of paper. It's a receipt for a drink. On the back it says, "Call me," and has a number on it. He balls it up, tosses it in the trash, and then gets ready to play with motherfucking Sting.
Penny's gonna go over to Raven and squeeze her hand. Raven? Seed? You're more bold than you realize, I think. And I think you have a lot of power to help people if things do end up going south. But if you find that you're too scared, and that's okay, just take care of yourself, all right?
We'll be fine.
We will.
We'll all be fine.
She'll lean in and like give you a quick kiss on the cheek, squeeze your hand. Okay, showtime.
You go show them what you got.
Yeah. Then she'll run after Packer. Do you think people are going to be mad that we're wearing different things now?
I mean, I feel like any news people who are focused on what we're wearing are just kind of missing the point.
We can be on the same side and be distinct.
Exactly. Sun and the moon. Same sky.
Okay. So who's going on first? Is it us or Sting?
Well, Sting's opening for us. We're gonna do a duet. So it's kind of a joint thing. We're actually doing Fragile, which, you know, if you remember, he kind of did during a very heated time in America's history, and I think is appropriate.
Okay.
So let's do this. And I look over at Sting.
Let's do this.
And he nods back because we're in sync. Sting and I. This is my dream.
Raven, you got anything you want to do before this begins? I think New is mostly sticking kind of close with you. A little more so than normally such an adventurous kid does. Or more than she has anyway in the past few days.
A lot of weird things going on, yeah. I think they're just going to be...
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, by the signs and the drinks and refreshment area. So you can keep an eye on things, but sort of back out of all the people.
My dad used to tell me stories about going to things like this when he was, you know, well, not like my age, probably like your age. Some of them were even here, like downtown here.
Yeah.
Not that far away from where we are now.
I think it's good to have things like this, because otherwise everybody's always just talking to people that believe what they believe, and they don't like spread the word, you know? And how do you know about other things if you don't hear about them? So we're here to teach people.
Yeah.
We aren't scary. We're just people with weird things. But most people have weird things. Normally, anyway. Just different weird things.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that those people from the lab are ever going to leave you and me alone, though?
No. But maybe they'll find something else to get interested in someday. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. And hey, at least I still know how to get us back to the island in a hurry if we need to.
That's true. I mean, parasites haven't been around all that long, and I mean, what did they study before that? So I'm sure someday something new is going to come up that they're going to want to study, that take their mind off of us. We'll just be normal people by then.
You and me are never going to be normal people. But that's awesome.
Be normal's boring.
I think they're getting started. And you can hear the beginning, chord strumming amplified through and across the crowd, and a bunch of people begin to sort of start cheering. You see the people on the outside perimeter of the traffic cordon area just looking around, a little bit more on edge, a little bit more alert as the starting chords of Penny and Packer's song begin to play. How's life on the, Oh. You're still muted, Mitch. You're still muted.
Ah, crap. All right. So, sorry. He goes up there, Squid Ink featuring Sting, doing Fragile with these three, with a nice acoustic introduction set. But he's going to be paying attention to the crowd to see if there's ever any changes with those threads, anything that ever shoots up as bad.
Stump?
Yeah, sorry, what? I didn't hear any of
Is
that.
there anything in particular that you were doing in the robot at the beginning of this? I was just checking in.
Oh, no, I'm just enjoying my big gulp, and the 2 liter is for much later.
Those of you who have the walkie-talkies on you, which I think is one for every group of people, hear the sort of just static chatter of something sounding like it's turning on and then off, and then on, off, on again, until through that, you all hear a voice break through into your ears.
Stomp. You hear me?
Yeah, Sly, what is it?
Sorry, is this... Oh, it's getting a bad feedback. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. What's that guy's name? Mr. Red? Rouge?
Luster Red?
Pink! Mr. Pink! Mr. Pink! And Alana, yeah. They're both here.
Where here?
They are in the crowd. Looks like they're talking to each other. They look kind of pissed off. A little animated.
Okay. Follow them. Keep a close eye on them. Let me know if anything changes with their demeanor or if they start going somewhere else besides the crowd.
Doesn't look like they're armed, so that's good.
That is good.
They're circling around the back. I'm gonna follow.
Are they, around back behind stage?
Uh-huh.
What are they doing?
Ooh, we got vans. University vans.
Alright. Go find Dauntless, move all of the groups to where those vans are. We're gonna form a barricade, okay?
Oh, I like that. Direct action, let's do it.
Yeah, bring a brick.
Oh, yes. Can I throw it?
Not yet.
But I can bring it.
Yes.
But I can't throw it.
Not yet. Soon.
Fine.
Soon, maybe.
Alright, following, pursuing.
It's a matter of
Alright.
a couple of minutes before those of you in the crowd and also on the stage will notice Dauntless and a bunch of her folks from the island making their way more towards the back half of the crowd, making a very more clearly demarcated line of separation between the officers and the university people that are there and the crowd that is standing and listening to the music, singing along to the songs that they know. What do you all do?
It's time to roll. Packer will take off his shirt with strings like right up on his shoulder and neck, and he'll yell in the mic.
we're here today to prove a point that we can move forward to an acceptance without violence having to be shed. Now, we have some people back there who might try to get in the way of it, but every action that we take, every move we make within the next couple of minutes are going to be important. So, ladies and gentlemen, please clear the crowd. I'm going to head over there. And he's going to hop off the stage and start heading back.
Penny will step up to the mic, just like her hands just dripping with sweat, and she looks so nervous. And she'll take the mic that Packer left behind, and she'll say, "We might have words on our skin. Words that are given to us by how we're perceived by the world. These words might be negative, or they might just be something someone's noticed," and she'll gesture to the word red that is just so vivid on her lip. But we're just people. And just like you and your mother and your children and anyone else who's ever existed, there's ones that are good and there's ones that are bad, of course. And any single person who's ever existed has the capacity to be bad. But that doesn't mean you cast us all in the same light. We're here to bring you music. We're here to dance and to feel good and to show you, to prove to you that we're just human. And people might come at us with their violence. And if they do, I warn you, we will defend ourselves. Because what we want, most of all, is to live and to thrive. And she'll step over and like grab a guitar, and she'll like play a little riff, and her eyes are gonna follow Packer down the path. And she'll eventually start singing.
You walk down the path, Packer. What is going through your mind as, even though you said clear the floor, it's a big, pretty densely packed group of people at this point. Your shoulders are kind of brushing and bumping against the people as you were walking down this kind of very narrow chute. And you see, as you look up, that Pink is staring you down. Like staring down the barrel of a gun. His eyes are just drilling into you. You can see the pink words tattooed across his face, across his knuckles, pretty much every available inch of skin are beginning to swirl and writhe, as is the tattoo that reads strings on your chest. Even these parselings come close to each other. What do you do? You're muted.
Yeah. He'll approach Pink. So what's it gonna be?
Were you asking him that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I should have made that more clear.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. And he stares right deep into your eyes. I think you made a mistake.
mistake.
I think you should have kept rid of that word while you had the chance. You had the right idea.
This is just a peaceful ceremony. I hope you didn't come here to throw out insults and threats.
Oh, we're done with threats. And he winds up to throw a punch and just clock you on the side of the jaw.
Oh my gosh, in the middle of all of our fans, this guy's gonna get ripped apart.
Sly,
Oh
it's
no,
brick time.
Sting! Sting! The Sting look down at me?
You got it.
I love the fact that Packer gets punched in the face by a skinhead, and his thought is, oh no, what about Sting?
Yeah, is Sting okay? Check him!
I want to throw a brick.
Alright. Okay, you want to throw a brick. Well, tell me, Sly.
Don't ask
are you
how.
throwing this brick? Are you throwing this brick as a fox, or are you throwing this brick as a parse? This is important because you're in the crowd and Packer is in the crowd. You could get to
I
him.
am
You are a
throwing this
fox. You
brick
are
as
shorter
a
than
man.
people's knees. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 That's fine.
I'm more than a
Be that
fox. I am a man.
I am a man.
You got a D6 handy? You're gonna roll me a D6.
Fuck.
Technically, NPCs roll D6s, so I'll let you know how it goes.
5.
How do you hit him? Where does this brick kill him? I mean, not kill him, but like kill his
Kill him.
pride.
Holy! I mean, it is
Sorry,
a brick,
that's
so,
Anna
yeah.
showing through the GM. I'm just like, I fucking hate this guy. Like, he came from my own brain, and I want him to die.
Wow.
I think
Oops.
Sly just like runs up to a passerby and just starts talking at them. Like, you're going to throw this brick in that direction for me. Do it right now. And
What?
just that the madness of a
Why is there
talking
a fox
fox.
talking to me?
I feel like when a fox is just randomly talking to you, you don't understand what's going on, but you're just gonna do what they say. Like, oh, okay. And
Called every
True.
time. Every time a fox has talked to me.
And they throw
throw it! And you hear, Stump, you hear through the radio,
You're like, incoming!
as the brick hits Pink right in the back of the head.
As it hits him in the back of the head, this sort of cry of exclamation begins going up from the crowd, and New looks up to Raven and is just like, okay, I think maybe we found the front line. Raven, what do you do?
I will start by taking the longbow that my family brought for me with my quiver of arrows. I will stand up on the table and shoot Pink.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make me...
Fuck, Raven.
I don't like him.
She brought a bow to a fist fight.
You know it.
To a brick fight.
To a parse fight.
Shit.
Have you make me a finesse ranged check, which is a draw of 5. We're gonna bump that up to a draw of 7 for 2 reasons. 1, you're getting the drop on him because somebody decided to throw a brick. And 2, you've just got better placement in the crowd. You were expecting something to happen, and this is enough for you to get the drop on him between that and the brick. So go ahead and make me finesse range, draw of 7. You're looking for clubs.
Okay. 6 of clubs and a whole crap load of diamonds. Could use a potential to turn my 6 of diamonds into 6 of clubs. Yes.
Yeah, works for me.
That gives me 12.
Okay. So I'm going to let you describe how this works, but this is essentially going to, for the purposes of take him out of further combat. Like, if you want that to be shot through the eye, that's up to you. But whatever it is effectively enough to take him out of further combat.
Well, it probably isn't going to be fatal because he moved when he got a brick thrown at him. But
yeah.
An arrow in the upper chest really freaking hurts. And it's not something a person expects.
I did
especially in this day and age, so yeah. Just swift and deadly and silent. Silent but deadly. There you go.
Between the push forward from the brick contacting the back of the head and then the impact as it hits him, the momentum knocking it backward and off of his game. The rest of you have got time to do one last thing before total chaos erupts. So we're going to go around, starting with Stump.
You're going to regret that.
With the most silent person. Perfect.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is that's taken over me because the person who got hit was Packer. And one would think that, you know, I'd be willing to let that go. It's like, all right, everybody gets 1. But something just kind of snaps, and Stump will have a momentary flashback to yesterday, thinking about the game of D&D he played, and when he mentioned his paladin's avenging angel form. Stump reaches into the hood of his hoodie and pulls out Batcat. And he'll place it on the console of the robot, and he wants to parse with it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Tell me how you want to do this, what you're trying to do, and I will.
Stump would like to fuse bodies with the mech and become an avenging angel, much like his paladin form.
Okay. So, we're gonna call this. I always love how it's like, I'm gonna do this wild and crazy thing, and then I'm like, I have to put some game mechanics on this thing. Somebody help! I'm gonna say, because you're doing this. This is, dare I say, unprecedented in the midst of a game that is full of this kind of unprecedented stuff. I'm going to say it's your choice whether you want this to be embodiment, altering the aspect within yourself, which would mean you are drawing for clubs, or enchantment, altering something external, which means you would be drawing for hearts. This is a miraculous parse. So that's going to take 28 successes.
28
cat?
successes.
Yep. This is one of those you never could have achieved on your own kind of transformation of literally melding your flesh with a mech and a cat.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. What do I got? I have, oh shit, that's a lot of clubs. Bitch. Ugh. Oh, I dropped a card. Wow. A 10 is a 1. 6, 8, 9, 8 is math. 17, 20. 20. I wait. You said 28 is what I needed. No, I have 27.
What? The cat hasn't done anything yet.
No kidding! Batcat rolled a 1! So you got it! I rolled this before you even drew!
No way. I was like, no!
Oh my god.
Oh, that is so...
That's unreal.
Yeah, look at these fucking
So
cards, y'all.
You take that narrator hat and you tell me what this looks like. What do you do? How does this cat look as it grows beyond any potential we ever thought?
So the cat just kind of gets swallowed into the dashboard, and the entire suit of metal turns a shade of Vanta black and starts to drip with oil and sprouts 2 little cat ears at the top. And you hear this like loud, very mechanical sounding as eyes kind of like mesh into the seat. Little locks go over my wrists as the chair kind of turns into more of an upright. If you ever think like Sigourney Weaver at the end of Aliens 2, where she's driving like the big metal suit.
I do
and
ever
like
think
the
that.
I only
night.
ever think that.
I was thinking of Diva with the cat ear skin.
Yeah.
2 hatches will open above the shoulder blades, and they will start to shoot fire as they lift this thing slightly into the air. As this thing powers up, as it turns and kind of smacks the back of the stage away. And it has a big wrench in its hands as it starts to fly towards Pink and his compatriots. I would like to make the boom boom of the enemy now.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's something I can do at this moment in time.
I think just for the purposes of cinematic narration, since this is kind of all at once after Raven gets her shot off, we're going to put a pin in this and jump over to see what Packer is doing simultaneously. Basically, we'll have everyone kind of resolve at once.
Yeah.
So Packer.
What's Charles's tat?
His word is order. Order.
Okay. I'm going to parse with him if he'll let me. I'm gonna get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spit out
He's
blood,
there.
and I'm like, psh.
And so with strings as my aspect, order as the augment, I'm going to control as many people as possible. I'm gonna puppet string everyone. And this is gonna be peace and order, and there will be no fighting. Just
Okay.
So manipulation.
Important question. Real quick, important question. Are you trying to do this with everyone, or are you just trying to do this with certain people? Like, are you singling out anyone in particular to like you're master of puppeting everyone? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is going to be a miraculous parse, because this is something that you could never have achieved on your own, that would have taken a very long time to achieve. So that's going to be another 28 successes needed. I'm going to roll for Charles.
Yeah, everyone do a miraculous.
And I will let you decide whether you are, yeah, I guess this is enchantment. Alter the aspect in something external. So we're looking for hearts.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 11, 15, 18, 19, 20, 25.
Oh man, is there anything I can do to push for that last? Was it 3, right?
Well,
or what's Charles?
You could, but Charles rolled a 6.
Yeah, Charles,
So-
my man. I will remember his name from here on out.
Charles.
You are successful. And I think, what does this feel like to Packer, honestly? I think we can all imagine what a bunch of people moving around on marionette strings is like, but what is going on inside of your head as the two of you are parsing to kind of control this crowd?
Yeah,
Literally.
he has like this metallic string tattoo, which is different color than look than his previous string. And so I think for him, like these ethereal like guitar strings stretch out and worm their way into people's heads. And for him, it's like playing guitar. You know, you have all those strings and the different frets and everything, and you press different frets that produce different noises and such. So it's just he's just playing music with these people to have order.
And as this sense of playing music with people takes over your brain, you and Charles, have to touch in order to be able to parse. And you feel, even if you're not, looking him in the eye, him turn his head, and he looks at you kind of confused, kind of looking a little green, sick to his stomach, the way that you've seen New look when she's pushed too hard to parse by herself. Penny, what do you do?
Oh gosh. So Penny is standing at the very front, right? And she had already launched into guitar. And she sees all of this chaos start unfolding in the crowd before her. And she remembers that she made a promise to Packer that if he followed her lead, that no one was going to get hurt today. But she just saw Raven die. Not Raven die, but Raven kill somebody who was after she told Raven that she was bold. And all of the responsibility of this is coming over her as all of a sudden behind her the mech like has big fire out of it and flies over her head towards the crowd, and she realizes that everything has gone south so quickly, and she's gonna reach over and grab the mic, and she's going to make like one attempt to get everyone to calm down. And I'll do like, mechanically speaking, I was hoping I could do like an empathy check through her song to see if that would like help settle down the crowd.
I like
Can she
this.
use Sing as an equipment card or assist?
Maybe.
Yeah, just
I could do that.
use
So
Sting. We have him for 5 more minutes.
Okay.
You're looking
So
for what, like charm empathy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So normally the NPCs will roll d6s when they parse. Sting, alas, is not a parseling. However, because this is a really cool idea and I really like what you're trying to do, I will roll a d6 for him as if he were aiding in the parse, but you are literally doing, like he's a musician and you're doing your thing. Mm-hmm. You are right there solo on the stage, so you will get to add the d6.
I can't wait to talk
to
to
that
Sting
draw.
about this.
So you have a draw of 6, looking for hearts.
Okay. So, like, cinematically, she'll, like, grab onto the microphone and lean in, and she'll do that, sticks and stones may break my bones, words are what define me. And then she'll bring in the guitar all hard. Call me selfish, call me reckless, words only empower me. Your limits are not my limits. Your limits are not my limits. And then she like goes like straight into this screamo and like just is like pouring all of her heart and soul into this song as she like tries to snap everyone's attention away from the violence and onto the stage. You said my draw was 6?
Yes.
5, 6. Okay, let's see here.
Burn Seattle to the ground. Let's do it.
No! That's the opposite of what we want, Packer. Okay, I've got a 5 of hearts, a 4 of hearts, a 2 of hearts, and I've got a diamond, 4 of diamond, that I'm going to pitch for a 6 of spades to give me 6 additional. So I've got 6, 10, 15, 17.
So Sting rolled a 1. So
Okay,
how do you
bring me
do
to
this,
18.
Penny?
Nah! Okay, so she's like,
Yeah.
like screaming, and she has her eyes shut at this point because she doesn't perform. This is not her thing. She's like so scared, but also so desperate to protect all of the people in the crowd. And like I feel like her emotions like kind of come through in the song, and like her fear and her hopes and her worries as she's singing, and she slowly starts to open her eyes, and like at least most of the crowd has turned to face her and has like fallen quiet as she's like gaining their attention.
Okay.
All right, Raven, shoot someone else in the face. Hawkeye that.
New turns to you, Raven. Reaches out her hands. You take a hold of them?
Yep. I pull her up on the table with me so she can see better too.
She opens a door, similar to the one that you've seen her open so many times before. Do we stay here or do I go to the back?
I want to stay here. It's up to you.
Okay. Raven, as you say, I want to stay here, you spy where your hands join with New's hands, raising up through, almost as if it's from beneath the surface of your skin. Although it looks like a tattoo, you know that nothing external could make something like this. And more than that, you notice that the ink is green, not black, like all of the other parasites that you have collected over the years. The one on New's hand reads out rise. What does the one on Raven's hand read out?
Protector.
Stump. As you fly through the air in this cat-piloted meat mecha, your supercharged fist making contact with this person whose entire existence seems designed to specifically thwart your own. You feel it on the inside of your wrist after your fist has made contact with Mr. Pink. A new word, this time in a pale yellow ink. What does it say?
Ooh. I think the word says avenge. It's not necessarily a positive word, but it comes across as a positive thing from those who use the word. So that's what I'm going with.
Packer. Charles has been looking at you, his face turning green, his hands beginning to sweat as the two of you hold on to the force that it requires to keep this many people in line. You see him begin to grow a bit blurry about the edges, kind of like that watercolor bleed across paper that is so familiar to you from the way New used to travel through those portals. And then with a full body shiver, he suddenly snaps back into clear, solid lines again. Looks back out in the direction of the parked university vans still surrounding the crowd. And on the left side of the outside of his left ear, a new word appears in a silver ink. Fear. You spy, or you feel rather, a word which, even though you know you can't see it, there's no way you could see it to read it, also prickles on your left ear in that same silver ink. What does it say?
Leviathan.
Penny. So you're looking out over the crowd. It's some combination of the swirling, churning mass of people, many of whom are parselings beginning to parse together, some of them with the familiar practice of people that have done this a million times before, and it's just routine. Some people taking very tentative steps, trying to emit things to protect themselves, things to make a statement. It begins to swirl and whirl in front of you. Again, similar to that watercolor bleed that you remember from New. And for a moment, the colors seem to take shape in this swirling morass of people. The shape of a glowing stag, a figure with many tails, many horns, growing, ungrowing, regrowing, exactly like how you remember it. You look down, and it's your hand holding the microphone, and right there on your forearm, in a shimmering oil slick almost type of ink, is a new word. What does it say?
Inspiration.
And that is where we're going to end Parselings going off script.
Woo! We won?
Nobody wins.
You started something.
I
We
won.
Suddenly, slide grows 20 times the size.
Okay, bye.
Oh, wow.
Never underestimate the power of a brick.
Oh, boy. Never give a fox a walkie-talkie is what I learned from this.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
If you give a fox
Their
a brick,
story,
he'll eat
y'all.
for a day. If you teach a
Thank
fox
you.
to brick,
Thank you so
Sorry.
much for playing this with me and for playing this with each other and making this awesome story. And big, major, massive thanks. Gonna give you all a chance to catch your breath here, but massive thanks to everybody who came to watch us live and everyone who's been watching the VODs. I get messages from people who are watching the VODs and they're like, this is so good. Can't wait to see what happens next week. And that is because of these fine storytellers that we have sitting here around the table. Get them in your games. Look inside their wonderful, fascinating brains. You would not believe the ideas that these role players have come up with and sent to my DMs. Things that have completely changed what I thought was the kind of story we were going to tell in this game every week. It's really impressive. So thank you all. It's been great getting to play with you.
Likewise.
I think the honor is all ours. Thank you for guiding this story for us and listening to our wild ideas and letting us just bounce off of each other, even if that meant you're just going to sit there and watch for a half an hour. Like, you were really open and let us do our thing, and I know that we all appreciate you so much. Thank you, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. This was the longest
Experience.
campaign I've ever run. Was wow. Longest campaign period, on stream, off stream, anything like that. So it's definitely different, but I will say it's easier knowing that you have people that are so good at just coming up with stuff on the fly and come up with these really, really just creative things. So how are we all doing? How is everybody after that?
Good.
So how did
Not
Packer
good.
get his word back?
Because I spent XP,
Magic.
that's why.
He did.
That way.
Yeah. So this is kind of the peek behind the curtain into the Parselings lore, and also for people watching in chat that may have just joined us, that everybody has sentient word parasites living inside of them, and there is a way after you have your parasite removed. Mechanically, it happens like Mitch said, spending XP, but it is possible that really strong words can make a resurgence over time. There are ways for them to grow back. It isn't necessarily always that you have it removed and it stays gone forever, or you have it removed and a new word doesn't show up to take its place. That can also happen too. Or, you know, it can just sort of happen like when you push yourself to the breaking point and find out important things about yourself. That caused some new words to appear as well.
When you play D&D.
I love what y'all picked.
D&D pushed you to your limit. Is that what I'm hearing, Packer?
It did.
Is that what it was? It was the D&D episode that...
Yo,
Everyone
that
has
was
I had to
their
pull out my
layered.
+3 longbow and just.
that was
You've
so
just
layered.
been sitting on that. Oh my god, since you were like, "Hi mom, can you help? Can you send some help from the farmstead for the family with the concert?" And I'm like, "Where is this going?" And then Cadence messages me and is like, "Okay." I'm like, it's happening.
Yeah, someone hasn't been shot with a bow yet. We need to change that.
That was amazing. I loved that so much.
Man, there's so
Like
many like
Edward
individual
Cars.
things to like congratulate people on, but like the biggest thing that everybody did well was playing characters who were playing characters during the D&D sequence.
Yeah,
I
that
am-
was
Oh,
some
so
mind
much.
fuckery. I had no
That was a
idea.
TTRPG.
Sorry.
Definitely a TTRPG bucket list item for me, and I am so
Yeah.
happy to have been here for that.
Me too, actually. Yeah. The D&D within D&D or TTRPG within TTRPG episode has been on my list for a while. And then when you all they said at session 0, "Oh, we used to be friends in high school and we met because we played D&D together," I was like, I will use this. It was very
And then we
good.
turn it into a roast for Packer.
That was
I
just
know.
so fun, though.
Damn.
Like, not to be that guy, but I was like, he kind of had it coming, though. Like, ooh.
I like tried to latch
Okay.
on because I had had the conversation with Penny beforehand about how like you either talk to him or kill him, and then she starts like throwing shit at him. I was like, oh, she's trying to kill him. All right, maybe I'll help her out and try to kill him too. And then I'm sure Penny's got something worked out, or Emily has something worked out for Penny, who has something worked for Boblin. Oh man.
It got really confusing. Who am I?
Oh,
Oh my god, it was so good.
oh. Yeah, the system is so weird, but I love it. The more I played with it, the more I
Yeah,
got familiar with it, and the more I loved it.
I feel like my deck was just hearts by the end of it. It's hearts. All I ever need.
I like want to run this game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
GM it.
Awesome.
I wanna...
It takes
my
a
hands all
second
over
to get the hang of as a GM, especially like because of how much of this is just so abstract, I think. But yeah, I think like there were a couple sessions where we were just kind of getting used to it and learning how to play. And then I remember when it clicked was like, I think it clicked when I think it was Raven and Stump's parse that rooted a lot into the seat on the train. And then I think everybody had that collective moment. So yeah, definitely check this game out if you haven't yet. Unfortunately, it appears Darkbot might be down, but I do know that they have a free quick start up, I believe, as part of their post Kickstarter goodies. And I do know that the game is shortly to be available to the general public. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
it should
think
be pretty soon.
yeah, without any further ado, let's give these awesome players a chance to say who they are, where we can find them, one last time, and then we shall go a rating. So let us begin down bottom left with Cadence.
Oh, me first. Yay! Because I'm the best. No. Hi, I'm Cadence. I can be found on the Twitter at Magdalene Bloom. Some Tuesdays I play Vampire the Masquerade with Party Wipe games. And every other Friday on Polished Cryptid with End Times. But that's also coming to an end, so... Oh, and Sunday. I will be on Kalanamanakan, you could say it, channel with Comrades, where we're going to start the revolution. Peace be
Throw
damned.
more bricks. I can't wait to play that with you. That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably my cue. I'm Bright Dystopia, and you can catch me on my channel over at Bright Dystopia and all forms of social media at Bright Dystopia. Please come hang out with me. I'm on my channel every Wednesday, I guess now Thursdays, and Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Just kind of playing games, planning things, and being a fool on the internet. And every other Monday on TPK Roleplay, playing an Altered Carbon role-playing game. Come visit me, come say hi, come be friends. And that's me.
Yeah, I am Mitchell, also known as Penny for a Tale on all the social medias. Tomorrow I will be playing Aliens for our finale with Evan, who was here just like a couple ago, if he's still there. He's got one more week till retirement, so I'm sure it'll go well and dandy. Furthermore, this May 12th is the launch of my TTRPG Necrobiotic. So make sure to support and do what you can to love upon it. Other than that, God, this was awesome. Awesome job, everyone. Especially you, Anna. I kept imagining you as Sting, like Sting face on your head for the last couple minutes of game, but it was awesome. It was.
Well, I can safely say I've never experienced that in a TTRPG before, but there's a first time for everything.
That brings it to me. I'm M. I love tabletop role-playing games. I think it's so cool how you can throw in a group of people who've never met and just vibe because we all love the same thing and like tell a cool story. I think that's kind of magical all on its own. And I love it so much. I stream it like all the time, and I got a website to help people get into this ridiculous obsession. It's called level1geek.com. I play on Monday nights. I am playing this innocent, naive little thing that's being currently corrupted by a devil. Her name is Tranquility. And she goes by Quill. She's pretty neat. So you can see me there Monday nights. You can see me on Tuesday nights. I am playing Black Void. I'm playing Fridier, a muscly broad who is all about body positivity and taking care of her siblings. And this next Wednesday, because I play indie games on Wednesdays, I'm playing with Victory Condition Gaming over on YouTube. We are going to be playing Gen Lab Alpha, where you play like mutant creatures. Think like Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. You're all like these genetically modified creatures that like do stuff. I'm going to be playing like a squirrel scavenger type creature. That's by my fluffy tail. I swear. It'll be really fun. I'm sad because now this is over. And I hope we play together soon because this was great and I love the friendships that came out of it. So guys, invite me to your games. Let's do stuff.
This is the first time I ever even met you, played with you,
I know.
anything like that, and I can't wait until we get to do it. Like, I have been fortunate. I have gotten to play with everybody else on this screen before, in some cases multiple times. Actually, in every case, multiple times. But this was my first time playing with Em, and she's great. So get her for your games and all of that good stuff. You know who else is also great? Colin, who is our tech and also our resident brick hurling fox. Thank you very much for making this show be what it was, with scene transitions and the music and the getting all of the people to retweet for Banes and Boons and ridiculous story nonsense. Thank you. Also, thank you for
You're welcome.
fixing
It
this stream nuke that happened earlier, too.
Yeah.
Literally nobody else can fix that on this screen except for you.
I'm just
so
thinking,
I appreciate
I just had a thought, Anna.
What?
Since you and Cadence are playing Comrades this weekend,
Yeah.
and since this basically ended with like an incitement to a revolution, why don't we just play out the end of Parselings and Comrades?
Because it's supposed to be 1848. No, I'm just joking.
That's one of my many ideas.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Think about it. Think about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Sly out.
But yeah, thanks a lot. As for me, I'm Anna. I GM'd this game, which went off script in some ways that I kind of thought it might, and some ways that were completely unexpected. 'Twas good. You can find me online at Nymeria941. I'm on Twitch as Nymeria Streams. Like Colin and King said, we are all playing together in a game of Comrades. It is a one-shot over on Colin's channel on Sunday for our PBT May. The entire month of May, all of our one-shots on Sundays are going to be powered by the Apocalypse games. So we're kicking it off with the Revolution. And then the week after that, I will be GMing again, back in the GM seat, a game of Hall, which is Downton Abbey meets the Addams Family. And there's going to be some creepy familial drama in an old country house, and I may or may not be doing drag for this stream for the first time in a while as the GM. So this will be fun. We'll enjoy that. Let's see, what else do I have going on? Oh, yeah. Also on Colin's channel on Mondays, I play in a game of Monster of the Week Act 3, where we are all just a bunch of monstrous federal agents trying our best to solve mysteries, but mostly just being thirsty disaster queers all over the town, because that's just the game that we play. And then this Friday, tomorrow, actually, is our finale over on Valdrian's channel of the Lancer game that I've been playing in for the past couple of months. We're probably all gonna die, but it's TTRPGs, and my character found true love along the way, so I ain't even mad. It's gonna be a really good time. Last thing that I have to plug before I go, now the co-owner of a new game-making business, Six String Games. Colin and I make games together, and we are officially on social media at Six String RPG. We're making lots of games. They are lots of fun. We are excited to have people begin to play test them. So please follow us if you would like updates on how that's going, because I'm really excited and I want to scream about it a lot. So that's it. Thank you all very much for coming by to watch. We are going to go say hi to our friends over at Penny for a Tale. We're going to raid them. So drop your, lovely tentacle hearts if you have them. And I guess we'll see you on the internet. Bye.
Bye.